the ditching school. Merry Christmas clock. Bullets riddle classrooms. Good kids less likely assumed to be killers. Perhaps because they wasn't born niggas in a country that spawned niggas. Irrational judgments based on skin tones. This is nothing new. Law enforcement been wrong. Trench coat mafia, Columbine high shit. Caucasians blow up the news, crazed and confused. Nobody sees them coming until the running begins. Cops continually gunning for friends who happen to be from the jungles. What does the bad guy look like? Boom!
With each pull trigger, I come more alive. Each time I pull the trigger, my heart beats again. Beaches. Like a vampire, I feed on those I kill. Wake up. The sirens are sounding. Aren't you scared, little girl? Because I have come to take your world. The pain of the world is my only release. The pain of the world is my only belief. I tried to write this poem before, but I had no one to write it for. So now I'll write this poem with the blood of those I slay that will forever be below mine on the news stories. I write about my healthiest fears, ready to free myself from the page and forgive all the things my father never gave. He never knew the difference between being alive and living through somebody else. I'm living out the visions in your brain. You don't talk about the violent images you see when you hate the person sitting across from you. You wish you could be me. You're jealous.
What side are you on? I'm standing my ground with a stack of magazines when the guns are drawn. How long? You think it'll take me for the poor? Society's swords are those who can't take it anymore from kicking down our door. We work hard to make sure that we're financially secure. That's what the AK-47, M16, and Bushmaster assault rifle 15 are for.
Seriously? What side am I on? I'm on this side. The side of love, of freedom, and of common damn sense. The side that says children have a right to go to school without armed guards, free from fear and tears and pressure. The likes of which often stifle the very ability to learn, to discern, to confirm lessons that we preach, that we teach like a political stump speech. And what exactly is the lesson according to your book of life? That we live and we die in perpetual strife? That we kill and we take, but we break, we can't fix. Just look at what the media depicts.
Media got us hooked like heroes and villains, cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians, pillaging would-be village men, identity lost like African descent. Our roles now played out on made-for-TV movies. The bad guy always seemed to look like Wesley Snipes in New Jack City. Nino Brown exaggerated, while Timothy McVeigh brings Oklahoma City to its knees. Indeed, they never did catch that other suspect, did they? Probably caught him, gave him the benefit of the doubt, let him go, blame it on the terrorists, must be Arabs, no doubt. You see, they always find some other nigga to fix the description.
I'm tired of talking to a wall when I can talk to somebody else. Do you care about me now? Do you notice me now that your loved ones have been ripped from your arms? This is the first time someone hasn't looked through me. I'm tired of second place, monotony and insignificance, failed aspirations like a handful of Prozac dropped to the floor remind me that drugs never help much anyways. Living the rat race is worse than being dead, and I should know all about rats. They pay me $10.50 an hour to take care of them, so they can inject them and test them and find ways to preserve your existence. And when their purpose has been served, skillfully I grab them by the back of their tail and drop them one by one into the gas chamber, which will be their demise. And it's not as though these rats actually mind. They drop to the bottom and suffocate without a fight. It's in these moments that I wonder why people are so like rats. Suffocating on their own inadequacies because it is easier than fighting a battle they will surely lose. Failing to get out of bed for fear of failing themselves. I won't be one of you.
Scores upon scores of youth slaughtered on the floor, and your desensitized psyche has but one selfish decree, that guns don't kill, people do. Got the guts to tell that to little Madeline Sue? Don't know who that is? Oh, she was just one of the little kids swept under the carpet by your picky refrain, made up by some PR exec who been done cashed his check with the blood of countless victims who all died in vain. In vain! Because it is what it is. Is a stupid declarative. Change doesn't start in your hand or your finger, it starts in your heart and your mind, the thoughts that linger on the possibility of a different future. It's time to suture up old wounds and let the healing begin, because times have changed. Scientists have discovered the God particle. Siri has become a top These were all political heretics, straddling a proverbial parapet like desperate men on a precarious limb. Musketed men, they fought with more than mere weapons. They fought for policies that you have now stepped on. Dancing with philosophy is what freed us from oppression. It's what gave us the other freedom you love so much of expression.
Yeah. You say, give peace a chance. I gave peace a chance. When I bought the peace for reassurance, I'm trying to RIP naturally. And anybody who wants to end the deceased rapidly, they can become a victim of circumstance. Now, we don't have to be combatants, but if you want to dance around with policy and political philosophy, then I am taking a stance. Guns? No, they don't kill. You people do. Arresting those that refuse to forfeit their tools is a senseless move because people use other weapons when their rage and anger ensues to bludgeon, abuse, kill whom they so choose.
You say that guns don't kill people, but my mouth is a hole that cradles death. A dragon's breath, black-lunged fear-monger, forgiveness has never known the creases of my lips. Decorated with smoker's wrinkles and pregnant with carelessness, I am a shining black trophy hiding carefully beneath the mattress. Buried in the backyard, I am Columbine's plaything. I am a glaring red stain on a white t-shirt, an 8-year-old's death trap, a hospital bed memory. I know the murderer personally, and he told me everything.
Today, I face you armed with more than almost. Willing to shock you from the carousel that has become your existence. My gun injects the cowards with courage and the mighty with fear. Willing to test if the words on your t-shirt are truly your only belief. You never knew more about yourself than right now. You're welcome.
Boom. Violent acts somehow prone to blacks. You ask me, they all be hooked on crack. White kids only abuse heroin, crank, and Prozac. Pilgrims profile as Asians. We all from the same nation. This ain't a black thing, or a white thing, or a Mexican thing. It's an American epidemic. Columbine, Paducah, Bethel, Alaska, Pearl, Mississippi, Aurora, Newtown, Connecticut, Steps in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I done saw way too much of this shit on the news. I scratch my head, unable to see how the metal detectors only reach our schools.
Wow. And when it comes to rules, I know my Second Amendment rights. Our forefathers died, sacrificing their life so we can wave the stars and stripes. And if our lawmakers are so bright, then there's no reason to persecute us responsible gun owners with these psychotic ass swipes that shoot up schools, malls, theaters, and campsites. Plus, not every gun owner is an NRA supporter. I am not a backwoods hick living in the sticks of Florida. They can do what they like, despite I am educated to use a gun for self-defense, amalgamated with the graphite. Here's some advice. Never, never bring a knife to a gunfight. Or you? Yeah, you pay the price. Don't gotta tell me twice. Red dot special with the metal, quick with the trigger, pull, snipe.
Wow. What exactly are you protecting? Because the Second Amendment without abridgment reads, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. And so I ask you, young Charles, which free state has been impinged? What militia have you joined? What revolution have you coined? And why is this issue even on the table? Could it be that in these modern times that this amendment is unstable, that it might require a subsection or two to protect the freedoms of more than just a few? I have seen a gun protect an ego, pull the trigger, and call itself a hero, but no one uses guns to protect our collective rights. Not Al Lanza, not James Holmes, not even our military with its drones. That's right, I am pointing a finger at each and every one. Antagonistic, I know, but it's better than a gun. If we are honest with ourselves, we know exactly what we want. Not a punishment to those who like to hunt or a ban on firearms for recreation and practice, just some sensible regulations to prevent nefarious malpractice.
Now, hold tight. For the politicians, reporters, anti-gun purporters whose idealistic arguments sound contrite, what are you gonna do? When someone kidnaps your sons, rapes your daughters, and fucks your wives, are you in a blinder with your flashlights? Yeah, that's what I thought. Because when an animal's caught between a rock and a hard place, then you're gonna have to look in the mirror and stare at your distraught face. Wish I could empathize. But hey, if a man can't protect his family, he's a fucking disgrace. I don't care if you think this is in poor taste. There is no guilt for keeping my family safe. Because when a life is gone, it cannot be replaced.
My mouth is a hold. When silent, it is a threat. I am a warning sign. A police riot. I end peaceful protests painfully, but I am swift and efficient. A back alley agreement. A 14-year-old boy's wayward initiation. I am the teardrop and a South Central drive.
Therefore, there is an inherent need for protection. This is a violent world. Ask the president who just won his re-election, sending in drones, bombing innocent, decimating homes. War crimes are blatantly committed. Democracy is the justification for this unbridled aggression. So when the president gets rid of his Secret Service bodyguard, then I'll discard my weapons. Wow. And if you're still lost, let me point you in the right direction. Gun control is false flag deception. These shooting incidents are giving you poor, naive Americans the impression that the government will make the proper corrections. What fucking country are you living in? Are you that brainwashed? Suffering from severe conditioning after 9/11 with the Patriot Act, the NDA Act. See, these are all facts. We become prisoners. Our freedom's being cut out cesarean. Yes, the truth is ugly, but it needs to be addressed. See, as a nation, we strive to be politically correct while simultaneously morally inept. Why? Are there more guns than people in the U.S.? Because the fear of death is hotter than the gun's breath. So if someone shoots, yes, I am laying them to rest. No questions asked.
Clearly, I help someone sleep at night while I make others pace insomnia. When rope and razor blade cut too dull and take too long, the mouth of me opens and will swallow you whole. I have never known human touch to be anything except broken. Have never known happy endings. Have never seen anyone besides monsters smile in my presence. I am a loaded question with a trick answer. I am caution tape and sirens, empty laughter, and a stomach full on shotgun shells. I have never heard anyone scream louder than me. If I ever come across your face, my mouth silent against temple, against will, I am sorry for the circumstance under which we've met. A pity I feel for those standing in front of me, but more pathetic is the one standing behind, the one who dares me. Speak.
So, what side